Good morning, it's Ayya Vimala, and today is Thursday. This week has rushed by. I want to read a small section, not too much, from Dharma Everywhere by Ashin Tejaniya, and then we can sit together. So I'll watch my time. So we are on right attitude. We went from the chapter on right mindfulness. Let's see. Dhamma investigation and practice. And now we're on the chapter of right attitude. So let me read. I'll start reading from, it's page 80 in the little book. And it's called Awareness Gains Momentum. You want to be relaxed. Is the meditation mind unbiased, open, and honest? When the mind doesn't want to, better make sure, I'm sorry, let me make sure my volume is up. Okay. When the mind doesn't want anything or is not dissatisfied with anything, it's cool and has the right view. It sees nature as nature. Awareness becomes continuous. At this point, you don't think negative thoughts or say harmful things about others. Sila, or our virtue, our morality, is strong. The quality of samadhi, which is that stable, focused mind, the quality of samadhi is inherent in the wisdom that is recognizing object as object. It knows what there is to be known. Samadhi is present because there isn't a craving for some other experience or dissatisfaction with what is happening. Keeping sila and developing samadhi and panya, which is wisdom, are the work of following the teachings of the Buddha and continuing the Buddha's dispensation. Another word for dispensation is the sasana. I want to read that again. Keeping sila and developing samadhi and panya are the work of following the teachings of the Buddha and continuing the Buddha's sasana, dispensation. So in continuing this time where the teachings are alive. Everything is already included in every instance where you avoid wrongdoing and do what is right with awareness plus wisdom. Please check the meditating mind. Is there right attitude? Is the mind aware and alert, or is it dull and heavy? Is there an interest for the practice? Is it aware of only one object? Can it be aware of more objects? How many objects can the mind be aware of? As momentum builds in our practice, awareness will grow in strength. As awareness becomes stronger, the observing mind becomes free from wanting. That's a wonderful sentence. Okay, I want to read it again. As awareness becomes stronger, the observing mind becomes free from wanting. It becomes possible to be aware of many objects simultaneously and from different sense doors. Awareness becomes like a satellite receiver that is able to capture many different channels. There is awareness of the observing mind, and there is recognition of whether the attitude is right or wrong. The mind knows what it is doing. While all of this is happening, it is nothing personal. It is not my work or me. I am not aware. The mind and object arise together, and the mind is just aware. No one, no entity, no person is behind the process. It is all nature. We meditate for ourselves. Please continue your Dhamma work with interest and respect. Now here at the end of this section, there is a checklist, or not a checklist, a bullet point list. Mindfulness meditation essentials. And there's a beautiful picture on the facing page, and the quote below it is, "Learn to not focus, control, create, constrict, or restrict." So mindfulness meditation essentials. The meditating mind is naturally relaxed, calm, and peaceful. Learn to not focus, control, create, constrict, or restrict. Okay, that's a good one to think about. Remember, our meditating mind is relaxed, calm, and peaceful. Why is there so much focusing? It could be that you want a certain experience or you dislike what is happening. Do not create or reject, and do not forget to be aware whenever something arises or passes away. Where is the mind? Is it paying attention to what is happening within? Or is it paying attention to external phenomena? So what's happening within is mind and body, and external phenomena would be, for example, focusing on other people. A mind is a meditating mind when it doesn't have greed, anger, grief, or anxiety in it. You'll only tire yourself by practicing with wanting or expectations. Trying to create something means greed is at work. Rejecting something means aversion is at work. Not knowing when something arises or passes away means delusion is at work. Don't have any expectations, don't want anything, and don't be anxious, because if these attitudes are present in the mind, it becomes difficult to meditate. Regularly check the attitude in the meditating mind. We pay attention to and are aware of both the good and the bad. Meditation is accepting whatever arises, good or bad, and observing it in a relaxed way. Is it meditation when we crave for what seems good or have an aversion to what seems bad? I don't think so, right? It's not right practice if we try to create the kind of experience we want. We are trying to know and observe what is happening as it is. Okay, I need to get my little Buddha. I need to get my little Buddha in here, not all cut off. There is something unbalanced or missing in the practice if the mind is tired or miserable. It becomes difficult to meditate when the mind feels tense or restricted. Check how you are meditating when you find your mind or body getting tired. Is the right attitude present in the mind? The meditating mind is relaxed and at peace. It's only possible to meditate with a light and free mind. What is the mind doing? What work is it doing? Is it lost in thought? Is it aware? Don't try to find fault with the thinking mind. You are not trying to stop thinking. Instead, you work to recognize thinking when there is thinking. I think that's really important. So we're not criticizing ourselves when we see that, when we know we're in thinking mind. We want to recognize, we work to recognize thinking when there is thinking. Is the meditating mind, the mind that is aware, just knowing superficially or knowing deeply and thoroughly? We are not trying to remove objects. However, we do want to understand the defilements that rise in relation to the objects and keep examining these defilements. The object is not really important. The observing mind that is working in the background to be aware is of real importance. If the observing is done with the right attitude, then any object is the right object. Only when there is faith or confidence, and in Pali that's saddha, will effort, vidya, arise. So vidya we call energy or effort. So let me read that again. Only when there is faith or confidence will effort arise. Only when there's effort will mindfulness, sati, become continuous. And that effort, remember, is not that forced energy. It's just that steady effort that we put into something. Keep coming back to it. It's not pushing. Only when there's effort will mindfulness become continuous. Only when mindfulness is continuous will there be a steady, stable mind, and that's samadhi. With the steadiness of mind, you will begin to understand things as they are. And that's panya, that's wisdom. When you see reality as it is, then faith and confidence grow even stronger. Maintain awareness in the present moment. Don't revisit the past or speculate on the future. So let's stop there. The next section is called From Moment to Momentum. So let's work with being with our relaxed mind. And remembering, especially remembering that the effort is not force. The effort when we meditate is not, it's not like we're not doing some kind of mental gymnastics. The effort is just moving in the direction. It's that moving in the direction we really want to go in without forcing ourselves. Just, being there, being present, and making that we have a determination, we have an intention, and following through with it is that kind of effort. So let's practice together. We have some time. Just be aware that the body is moving into that position. Whether you're lying down or standing up or sitting, you want to have your back straight because it's lifting you up. Feel like your spine is really lifting you up. Let your hands be relaxed, palms down or palms up. And you can breathe in through your nostrils and out, and that can be where you observe your breath. Or you can observe the belly rising and falling. Rising on the inhale, coming in on the exhale. And let the body breathe, be aware of the body breathing. And if you really feel like you're not centered, not well grounded, put your feet on the floor, and then take a few, just one or two, maybe two, let's say 2 or 3 deeper breaths in and out. Maybe let the exhale be a little bit longer. That should help you really come to the present moment and feel more centered or more grounded. Really be here now. Be in your body. Be present. Let go of everything else. And then let your body just breathe naturally. Be aware of the body breathing. We don't continue those deep, forced breaths. And now the task at hand is to relax. As you exhale, you can feel your shoulders drop. You may even want to exaggerate that feeling of the shoulders dropping if you still feel tension in your body. And then after a few breaths, go back to just observing your breath. Let's begin today by sending metta. We need it, the world needs it. So we begin by sending those good thoughts to ourselves, those thoughts of friendliness, of kindness, so be aware, have you been kind to yourself lately? Or have you been upset with yourself or punishing yourself? Try to see yourself as your best friend. Let go of judging, let go of being hard on yourself. Being hard won't achieve the results you want. Being kind can open the door to your heart. Can give you the space you need. May I be well. May I feel safe. May I be kind to myself. May I stop judging myself, knowing that the answers to what I need in my life will much more easily be seen if I can just open my heart and begin with myself. May I be well. May I be content. And may I be at peace with myself one with the world the way it is. Now extend out and send these thoughts of kindness and friendliness out to the people you love, the people closest to you, also to the animals who are your companions, and to allow you to love them unconditionally and they do the same to you and for you. So we always can include them in metta. May all my loved ones be well and feel safe. May they be content. May they be kind to themselves. And may they live in peace. Peace with themselves. And find peace in nature. Now begin just radiating out this quality of loving kindness, friendliness, acceptance, radiating it out to everyone in the community where you live. This may include strangers as well as loved ones. Your community may include your difficult people. But we can let go of the boundaries we've created with people. Just be aware that they need to find peace in their lives. They welcome kindness. They welcome peace, the same as we do. May everyone in my community, however I define it, be well and feel safe. May all beings in this community, human and non-human, be content, and have peace within themselves and peace with the natural world. Now just keep radiating this quality out so it becomes an infinite, boundless radiation of that peaceful, loving energy. No boundaries, no end, no discrimination. Send this quality out to all living beings, human and non-human. May all beings be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May they be free from fear and worry and anxiety, free from hunger and thirst and the extremes of the weather. May all beings be able to take care of themselves or be cared for by those who are loving and kind. And may all beings be at peace with themselves and find peace in the world. Now let's just sit for a few minutes, just being with this feeling of radiation, feeling of radiating out this quality, of sharing it, seeing it just move through us and out to all others. Keep just letting go of thoughts, letting go of any tension. My time is up, but if you can, just stay with your practice and keep relaxing. Let your mind feel at peace with no restriction or constriction. And just be aware. And I'll sign off now. Sending merit. May everything we do today, all of our thoughts, our actions, and our speech be done not only for our own benefit, but for the benefit of all others. Sending this merit, knowing that there is an inexhaustible supply. May all beings everywhere be free and be at peace. I'll be with you tomorrow. Keep practicing if you can.